Hi, it's time for Street Talk, your voice and your views on the issues in the news. Tony Blair's transition from British Prime Minister to international envoy for the Middle East looks inevitable and has people asking exactly what difference he'll make. Mr. Blair's appointment has been highly contested, with many faulting his role in the Iraq war and his refusal to call for a ceasefire during Israel's war with Lebanon in 2006. There was also some skepticism within the four members of the quartet, America, the EU, Russia and the UN, all of whom he'd represent in the region. But his position seems on track. Once confirmed, Britain's long-serving Premier will begin his work located out of Jerusalem, where he says he's keen to find a resolution to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. S. James in the UK believes that the outgoing PM will only make the situation in the region worse. I think Tony Blair has already done enough damage in the Middle East. Have they appointed him so he can finish the job? Abdul Hakim, writing in from the US, also thinks this is a big mistake. It's nothing less than ridiculous to appoint someone so strongly associated with Iraq as an envoy in the Middle East. It's like a sport team hiring a manager fresh from a losing streak. I wonder if the people appointing envoys have any concern for the people of the Middle East at all. Well, reflecting much of the response we had, Lawrence from Maine here in the US also has less than glowing words for the new envoy. Mr. Blair, like President Bush, is a warmonger and a usurper of the rights and safety of the Iraqi people. He has less credentials to be a Middle East envoy in the eyes of Islam than many others. Bad appointment. And something of a radical move, women are now joining the security ranks in Uganda. A private security firm there isn't letting cultural norms get in the way of providing a safe environment. Tight security, representatives say hiring females in the city Kampala has been less than easy. Most companies in the country don't provide women with equal opportunities or even maternity leave, forcing many to stay at home. Tight security is one of the few employers that has signed an agreement with the International Labour Organization to ensure that women's rights are upheld in the workplace, although only a handful of the 15,000 employees are female. Carl in Oregon in the US has confidence in the ability of women in the workplace and says the problem may be one more of competition. Too many men feel threatened by a woman taking a man's job. If there's going to be progress in this world, outmoded thinking like this has to diminish over time, and it will take women with a strong constitution to overcome the harassment they will surely face. Amy from Norway hopes other organizations will do the same. This is a great step in that part of the world. More companies need to follow tight security suit so that women get a sense of empowerment. Now, John from New York says he expects the female employees at the Ugandan security firm to face something of a struggle. This is going to cause a lot of problems for the women because they are going to be faced with much criticism from the male employees. The favorite American pastime of baseball has taken the field in Israel with the start of the IBL, the Israel Baseball League. So far, the league has 6 teams and 120 players and is run by the former Boston Red Sox general manager, Dan Duquette. Baseball officials are hoping American Israelis will flock to the games and eventually be joined by those less familiar with the sport. Some high-profile former Jewish managers and US Major League Baseball players have already been signed in an attempt to reach more Israelis. On opening day, a crowd of 2,000 people attended the game. Now, stacking a bunch of cups in a pyramid may not seem like much of a sport, but it's actually a highly competitive activity that has a lot of children trying to beat the world record, which is what this young girl did. We'll show it once at regular speed and then slow it down so you can have a better look. I guess it keeps her from being a couch potato sitting and watching TV all day long. That's it until next time. Do keep sending in your questions and comments and point us to anything interesting or amusing for Street Talk. Remember, what you see here isn't necessarily the view of Al Jazeera, and some of the content's been edited or slowed down, but for time and space reasons only. And that's the talk on the street.